cut down day, no real big surprise. Well, I guess maybe one as tackle Sheldon Day was waived. Also, in injury designation with Elijah Nakansa, he was waived. They did put a couple of guys on IR, and they got down to the mandated 85 rosters. Take a look at this tweet from Jack Duffin. That's our salary cap guy. The way that Day's contract was structured, only had $25,000 guaranteed. Going to be tough for him to make the team. And we'll go one more tweet before we get back to you here. Some interesting news. So Cade York, 4th round rookie, wins the Maurice Bassett Award as the top rookie in camp. So you see Harris and Dawson, two of the centers, placed on IR as well. That's how they get down to 85. But Cade York, a kicker, is the most impressive rookie in camp. Don't think that has ever happened before, but probably deserved it. I believe I saw he was 28 of 30 and has been hitting 55-yarder pluses with regularity.
Yeah, and it's just the type of kicker the Browns have been looking for since Phil Dawson, maybe even going way, way further back than that. A guy who can not only hit kicks with regularity, but as we've seen in the NFL, you need to have a guy who is pretty reliable from distance. We're talking 50 to 60 and maybe even needing him to kick a 61-yard field goal at some point. I mean, we knew coming in to the NFL that Cade York had the leg, but it's good for the Browns that he's been as accurate as advertised. He's been pretty much what they've expected him to be as a kicker. Now the only thing I think left for him is just to prove it in full game situations, regular season situations. That's the same for every player. I mean, every player's got to go prove it when you're a rookie. You got to show that you're worth the investment. But so far, so good. He's done, it seems like, everything that he's been asked to do. And I'm curious, going forward, what kind of impact he has, because with Deshaun Watson suspended for at least the first 6 games of the season, these games are going to be a lot closer, and you're going to need your kicker to come through in some clutch moments. So I'm curious how Cade York does in his first true situation, when it's the end of the half, you're trying to get points before the end of the half, or even at the end of the game to try and send a game in overtime or possibly win it for you. How does he do in those situations? Because that's the true mark of when you have a really elite kicker, is way more often than not they can go and get that done.
Yep, and look what Evan McPherson did for the Bengals last year, their Super Bowl run. Browns are hoping York can be that kind of guy.